You guys, I just saw a license plate that had 111, and then the back of the car had a bumper sticker that said, "It's not that bad." And that is the mood that I am in. I am starting to feel a lot better. I haven't been filming a lot, because I've kind of like pre-recorded some videos, and I'm also busy with school. I'm in my last week of my psychology course, and I'm really excited to be done with it. But, you guys, I literally cannot film when somebody is stopped next to me and I'm at a red light. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I know I'm building up my confidence, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I can do that. That's just not where I'm at right now. I'm really starting to feel like things are okay. I've been listening to Subliminals, and they are life-changing. I stand by this. Like, if you feel like affirmations don't work for you, I would 100%, even if they do work for you, listen to Subliminals. They literally just work while you're sleeping. Or even just like, you can be like doing anything. Like, you could be journaling, you could be painting, you could be just chilling and listening to Subliminals. And they rewire your brain. Like, I've been doing them consistently for like 2 or 3 days now, and I already feel myself detaching from that person. Because guys, I was going through it last weekend. I was losing my mind. Like, I was starting to feel obsessed and crazy, and I had a mental breakdown. And then I started listening to these Subliminals and like being like, okay, well, I can't afford to have a mental breakdown. I don't have time, I don't have energy for this, so I need to get my shit together. So I started listening to Subliminals and like really committing to like speaking affirmations, and I already feel a difference. Like, I just feel more confident. I feel more detached from the situation. I feel like I can handle shit. I feel like I was just being emotional, and logically, like, I wasn't supposed to be with that person, and it's time to focus on myself and just care about my videos, because that's what I want to do in life. And why am I gonna sit here wasting my energy? Like, literally, it's emotionally draining, like being obsessed with somebody or just like chasing after them. Like, it literally makes you give up on like everything that you care about, and it makes you just feel like you're dying because this person doesn't like you back. And I'm not trying to do that. Like, I feel different about this year. I feel like I've entered a new timeline. Shifting is real. You can shift fucking timelines. I've also been doing that. I've been shifting, and I honestly noticed a difference. Like, 2 nights ago, I did a shifting meditation, and I felt like, usually when I do those in the past, like I couldn't like get into it, but this one I felt so like tingly and just like, I don't know, I felt weird. And then the next morning I had like the best day, and I was so positive, and I was like singing and dancing at times that I would usually be very annoyed. Like, when I'm walking my dogs are just like a lot of responsibility and a lot to take care of. I have 3 dogs, and it's winter, and it just sucks walking them, but I was literally skipping and dancing because I was in such a good mood. And I just feel like this year I've really committed to myself and my goals, and I just feel different. I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like everything's gonna change, and I keep seeing the phrase expect the unexpected, and so that's my mantra of my year, or just like February. As of right now, that's my mantra. It might change, but as of right now, my mantra is expect the unexpected, because I'm no longer expecting things to go poorly. I'm expecting the unexpected, and I'm hoping for the best. Okay, so that's the other thing I was gonna say is, do you know how I said in a past video that I can feel my soulmate? I just saw 111 again! Oh my god, okay. In a past video, I said that I can feel my soulmate, like his spirit. Like, I can feel him pulling on my energy. I can feel him tugging on me. So, 3 years ago, when I was way more into astrology than I am now, it's not that I'm not into it, it's just my life has gotten busier, and I just don't like get into it as much, which makes me sad. But anyways, not the point of the story. 3 years ago, I was on TikTok, and I was learning about something called a Jupiter return. And I don't know if this is true, but the person that made the video said that when your Jupiter return happens, that is when you will meet your soulmate. And if you don't understand what a return is, basically, like, so you have your sun sign, right? I'm a Libra. Every year, the sun returns to the point of Libra in October. which is why I'm a Libra. So same with all the other planets. That's why when you hear about the Saturn return, it happens when you're in your 30s, because it only returns to the point that you were born every like 29 or 30 years, 27 to 30 years. So all the planets have their own return time. I don't remember what Jupiter's is. I think it's like every 7 or 8 years maybe, or every 12 years. Yeah, I think it's every 12 years, because I think it happens when you hit like puberty, like around 12 years old. Anyways, this girl said you will meet your soulmate at your Jupiter return. So I'm like, okay, I need to know when the fuck my Jupiter return is. I look it up and it said like July or August 2025. And I remember back then thinking like, oh my God, that's like so many years away. Like I don't want to wait that long. And like, I wonder who I'll be like in 2025. I'm going to be so old. And now I'm here. I'm 23 years old. I feel older, but the same. And it's like, time is so weird. Like, it's just so weird when you can think back to an exact thought you had in the past and you feel like, oh my God, I was just there thinking that thought. Like, it's so crazy. But anyways, now I'm here and I had this realization about the Jupiter return thing. And I was like, wait, was that 2025? Like, let me look it up. So I look it up and it said like August 2025. And I was like, oh my God. And tell me why I've been feeling my soulmate literally pulling on my energy. Like, I'm telling you guys, I can feel it. This year's different for me. And on top of that, I was like, okay, what about the other planets? So I looked up Mars return. This is wild. So this is just my interpretation. Nobody said this, but this is my interpretation. Mars is the planet of many things. It can be sex, passion, work, action. So my Mars is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is a sign of like hard work, being a boss. So I'm like, okay, well, when was Mars last in Capricorn? Because I remember seeing some things about Mars being in Capricorn like last year, and I was like, let me just check something. Tell me why a month before I became manager at my job, Mars went into Capricorn. Riddle me that! So that was just like, oh my God, my soulmate is coming this year. I don't care. And then I was like, okay, I want to see when my Venus return is, because Venus is a planet of love and beauty and money and everything. I want to know when that motherfucker's returning. 2 days before my birthday this year. Guys, this is my year. I'm literally having my Venus and Jupiter return. Are you joking me? And aside from your soulmate and all that, Jupiter is literally known for being the planet of like abundance, expansion, travel. Like, I am ready for this. I'm so fucking excited. And I like wholeheartedly believe in this, because I don't know, it just makes sense to me. It just makes sense that if there's a huge shift in the planets and your life aligns to those planets shifting, obviously your life is going to shift with it. And so I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what happens. I don't think I'm going to meet my soulmate exactly by August, because I think the planets last in that sign for like, I don't know how long. Sometimes it can be like a year or like a few months, whatever. So like in the bracket of that time frame is when I'm going to meet them. And I'm so excited. I wholeheartedly believe in this. And especially because I'm like doing these meditations and affirmations and subliminals. It's all of this shit combined. Guys, I can feel like I'm manifesting some crazy shit. I'm so excited. Okay, so you know what the other thing is? You know when you're trying to manifest but you don't believe it? Like, you know you don't believe it. Like, you're saying affirmations and you're like, oh, I don't really believe them yet, but like, let me keep going. I'm not in that energy anymore. I'm in the knowing. And that's how I motherfucking know that this shit is happening. Because once you get into the knowing that it's coming, that's when it comes. Because every other time I've manifested and I've gotten to this place where I feel now, oh my God, everything has changed for the better. So I'm just so motherfucking excited. But anyways, enough about me. What should we talk about today? I want to give advice. 777! Ah! I'm so excited. I'm just so like, I don't even know why I'm excited. Like, that's the thing. When you start changing your mindset and actively taking action on being more positive and taking care of your mind, it's like nothing really changes in your reality at first, but you just feel like, oh my God, I love my life. And that's the goal. The goal is to be happy and grateful for what you have now. And it's not like you have to try. Eventually, when you change your mindset, you will just start seeing things as beautiful as they are. Your everyday life will become something enjoyable. And obviously I'm not fully there yet, because I still get annoyed by the responsibilities that I have, but I'm not getting as annoyed as I was before, and that's a good sign. Okay, so I want to talk about something cool that I experienced the other day, which this is rare, okay? So basically, most of the time I feel like I get drained by people. And I'm not going to sit here and tell people what their energy is. All I know is how I feel. When I'm around people, I feel drained, okay? Like, and especially certain people. I just feel like there's nobody around me that inspires me, that is positive. And that's like, I'm generalizing here. I obviously have like people I love and stuff. Talking about like random people, but like they're acquaintances, if you know what I mean. Most people don't inspire me. They bore me. And I'm just like, how do you think like this? Why do you not care about anything important? Why do you only want to do nothing with your life and just like care about what I think is bullshit? Again, my opinion. I don't have any rights to say anything about anybody. This is just my opinion. That's how I feel on a daily basis. I had an interview the other day because I need to hire somebody new. And this person, like, over the phone, because it was just a 10-minute phone interview, within like a couple minutes of the phone interview, I was smiling ear to ear. I don't know what it was about this person. Actually, I do. They had integrity and they had dedication. And it's really rare to find somebody like that. I find it rare to find other people like me that are also like dedicated to things and want to just put their best in everything. Like, okay, I don't believe in like wanting to work at a shitty job that I don't like. But if I'm going to be at work, I'm going to put my all in it, because it's not about doing it for the company or doing it for the job or doing it for your boss. It's my energy that I'm putting out. I want everything I do to be a representation of who I am at my core. So I put my all into everything, because that's just what you do. When you're a real like person, you just put you put all of your energy and your shit into what you're doing. Obviously, I have days where I'm just like, fuck this job, like I don't care. But like I always put my best foot forward. I always try to just do my best, because that's what I was taught to do. And like, I feel like that's integrity. Like, integrity is just doing what you're supposed to do, not for anybody else, not for validation, not for money, not for anything, just because like that's your name on the line. That's your character. Like, it all comes down to character, because you never know who's watching. You never know. Like, I hate when people just disregard jobs or situations and they're just like, oh, like I hate this job, and then they put like this lazy energy into it, because it's like, you could meet the next person that's going to hire you, or you could meet somebody that's going to give you your next opportunity. Everywhere you are led there for a reason. So don't act like you're better than it. If you are somewhere, you are there for a reason. And I need to remember this when it comes to like the people I'm around too, because sometimes I write people off and I'm just like, I need to remind myself, like, I'm around these people for a reason, whether it's to teach me a lesson, whether it's because something in them is reflecting something in me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't just meet people. You don't just end up in situations. It's all for a reason. It's all reflecting something. It's all teaching you something. Like, you're a vibrational match for everything that's in your life. So if you don't like your fucking life, then you gotta change yourself. Anyways, off of that tangent, they just had this energy where they believed in putting in their best foot forward, not for the sake of anything, but because of teamwork and because that's their character. And they just had such good energy. Honestly, it reminded me of my brother, like his energy and just how he was so dedicated and so just like committed to accomplishing something, because he wanted to prove that he could, because he wanted to prove that he has what it takes to just be like a man and to be like a person with integrity. Like, that's the type of energy I was getting from this person, and it literally made me smile. Like, I could not stop smiling, and it was the way he was so like respectful, and I don't know, it was so rare that I feel an energy boost from people. I'm not even joking. I felt in a positive mood for the rest of the day. I felt so energized. I felt so happy. I felt giddy. And it was literally from talking to somebody for 10 minutes that I didn't even know. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it made me realize, like, oh, so this is how life's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be constantly surrounded by people that drain me. I'm not supposed to constantly be around people and then being like, oh, but that's just who they are, like, give them a break. And it's like, yeah, like, everyone, like, deserves a break and whatever, but, like, I'm constantly surrounding myself with people that have, like, this low vibration, and then I'm, like, making excuses or trying to be like, oh, but their childhood and oh this and oh that, and I'm constantly writing off that they make me feel like shit and that they put me down, or just like their little things, like their attitude. I hate a shitty motherfucking attitude. I hate a shitty attitude. It's like, just show up and do what you're supposed to do. Like, I don't know, I just don't understand it. I hate a shitty attitude. And this person just had such a positive attitude. I was like, wow, like, this is what I want to be around. Like, even if I never see this again, this is what I'm looking for in friends, in a partner, in everything. This is who I want to be. This is the type of energy that I need to be around, because I cannot be around people that are just so like it's not even negative, it's just a shit attitude, which I guess is negative. And I keep having these instances happen where I'm like shown that what I am looking for exists in small ways. Like, let me think of another example. Like I think I mentioned this in a past video, but this guy I was dating, like, he basically told me, like, you'll never find a guy that doesn't watch porn. Like, that doesn't exist. And then I found one. And, oh, you'll never find a guy that doesn't want to drink. And then I found one. Like, I'm looking for somebody that just wants to make health a priority and take care of their mind, body, and spirit. And I've had so many people tell me that doesn't exist. And it's like, and then I've had people show me, and yeah, they weren't my person, but they still, I believe God brought them into my life to show me, like, what you are looking for exists somewhere, and you will find it. But you have to know that it exists. And if you keep dating these people that tell you that it doesn't, you're gonna end up with one of these people. The same goes for the dreams that you have. You don't just have those for a reason. If you are perfectly content with your life and you were never meant to do anything more, you would never dream. You would never look at somebody else's life and be like, wow, like, they're doing that, and the wheels start turning in your head, like how you could do that. You would never ever do that if you weren't meant to do it. God is giving you these thoughts, these dreams, these visions of a future that you could have for a reason. I don't think people understand that, like, things start with ideas. If you're getting the idea in your head, that's for a reason, and you are meant to do something with it. So don't let it stay an idea. There was something I channeled last night when I was playing with my tarot cards, but something is gonna come that's gonna try and shake you up, whether it's an argument, whether it's just somebody coming to ruin your day, whether it's chaos, whether it's just like some kind of emergency or like kerfuffle, something. Basically, something's coming, and it's a test. It's a test to see if you're gonna let it ruin your day, or if you're going to use the obstacle to your advantage to become better. Don't react. Stay calm. Literally give no reaction. Stay calm. Do what you're supposed to do. Know that it is coming just to test you, and after that test, something really good is coming. I got that message last night with my tarot cards, and it made me like super low-key nervous, but also excited, because I'm like, okay, so if it's just a test, then I don't need to be scared, because it's not real. It's not real. It's just coming to literally see if I'm ready for the next level. Like, that's just the feeling I'm getting. And I think it's for you guys too. I know that this video was kind of all over the place today. Again, I was just rambling. My name is Sydney. If you like my vibe, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!